So to start off, can you talk us through your background in music, your training, and how you got your start in the music industry?
Well, I've always loved singing ever since I was a little girl. But I've never been to any school or taken any courses in singing or anything like that. I did some competitions in school and stuff like that. And then when I was old enough to get into bars, I started singing karaoke. And then when I was at a karaoke bar, I was discovered by two producers. And that's how I got into this group called Caramel. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it was really big in Sweden. And we sang like Eurodisco music in Swedish. And from there, I was in that group for 4 years, I think. And then after that, I wanted to find myself as a solo artist because I didn't want it to be doing that kind of music anymore that I did with Caramel. So I was staying in the background for a while. I studied some other stuff that has nothing to do with music. I had children too. And then I started to do backup vocals for people like Hathaway and Dr. Alban, 90s people. And then Alban and we got a really good relationship. He's a good friend of mine. So he wanted to help me, to get into this solo thing. And that's how I ended up in Melodifestivalen.
You mentioned that you did some other stuff that has nothing to do with music. So on your Wikipedia page, it says you're a skin therapist and a nurse. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Because anybody can change Wikipedia, so we didn't know if somebody just wrote that.
No, that's true. That's true.
So you're super smart then. That's no joke.
I don't know about that. But yeah.
So what inspires you when you make music?
Well, just life in general. Things that I have experienced and things that other people has experienced, like friends of mine, stories that I've heard. Yeah, just life in general.
And there's a lot of glamour in your music, as seen in your videos for both I Am and Make Me La La La. So how important is the visual component of your artistry?
It's very important to me because I love to dress up. I love to put on makeup. I think it's just fun. And I think that I want to give the audience not only good music, but also something nice to look at.
And during Melodifestivalen, you were very honest about the fact that you're not a dancer, but you make stellar dance pop. So what is it that you love about that genre of music?
Well, I'm not a professional dancer, but I love to dance and I love to be out on the dance floor. When I'm on clubs, I'm not just standing at the bar drinking, I'm also dancing. So I just love dance music because it makes you happy. And yeah, happy is good.
What were your biggest professional and personal takeaways from participating in Melodifestivalen?
Well, that's a good question. Professional, well, it kickstarted my career, my solo career being there, of course, and it led to things like Allsång på Skansen, which is another big TV show here in Sweden, and I've done a lot of touring, and it just kickstarted my career. And then for me personally, wow. Well, it helped me, to this year I've actually grown not only as an artist but also as a person. And now I'm just I know more and more each day what I want with my career and what I want to do, and yeah, I guess that's it.
And then in the last few years, Melodifestivalen has made updates to its policies to ensure an equal representation of female composers. And what is your take on the atmosphere for women in the music industry?
It's a good thing that they did that, because I think that women has to be recognized more in the music industry, not only as artists, but as producers, as musicians, like playing instruments or whatever, because men are overrepresented in that area. They are. and that's not right, because that has nothing to do with that there's more men that has talent. That's not the issue. The issue is that more women need to get into the industry and be able to show what they can do, because there's a lot of talented women out there.
Did you feel like a bit of a trailblazer, being that you are a woman who is older than the age of 25, and the fact that you could still be just as glamorous and just as fabulous and have a killer song, since maybe it's not quite as bad in Sweden as it is the rest of the world, but there's often a stigma against women as they get older?
Yeah.
Or is that,
yeah,
was that not on your radar?
yeah, oh yeah, that was definitely on my radar, and it really annoys me, this age fascism that goes on in the business. Age has nothing to do with talent, and if you're good at what you're doing, what does it matter if you're like 5 years old or if you're 85?
And you released an acoustic version of Make Me La La La. So in doing so, what were you aiming to convey about yourself as an artist?
I wanted to catch a bigger audience, because I wanted to show that I can also do like a wider genre of music, because I love dance music, and that's the kind of music that I want to do, but I love all types of styles. And with the acoustic version, I think that I maybe had some other fans also that doesn't maybe like the hard dance music.
And then what are your upcoming plans in regards to releasing more music, like maybe an EP or an album?
No, I think I am a single artist, so I'm just gonna focus on singles. And right now I'm just gonna focus on, I want to be in Melodifestivalen again. Yeah.
Many people want you back. You also released another single, Taste Your Love, and there's a lot of internet chatter, kind of a lot of tongue-in-cheek jokes about what the message of the song might actually be. Would you like to explain, like on the record, what the song is actually about?
Yeah, the song is actually about being in a, how do you say it in English? I mean, sometimes I think that everybody has been in one point of their life, been in a relationship where you have a sort of love and hate feeling towards the person that you're with. You know, you love them so much, but you argue and you fight a lot, so you can't be together, and you break up, and then you go back again, and it's like a back and forth thing. So the song is really about that, about not being able to be together because you're maybe so different, but you can't stay away from each other because the passion is so big. So Taste Your Love is just that you wanna feel the love just right then and there. But maybe tomorrow you can back off again.
And then can you tell us about the music video? It was a little different in that it wasn't in a studio with the typical kind of polished, shiny outfits. It was, outside and a little bit more of a grunge feel to it. Can you talk about the creative process of getting that video made and how it came to be what it is?
I have a very good manager. He's like the greatest. And we were sitting and just thinking, okay, what do we want to do for this video, this song? And we had some ideas about that. We wanted to do it outdoors because we did Make Me La 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 in the studio. And then he was just trying to find locations, and then he found this. It's like a zombie land that we did this video in. And I love The Walking Dead. I watched that series. And so we wanted to do a series that had that kind of feeling to it, but not as scary though, because, I have a lot of kids that like my music and watch my videos. So yeah, we found the location first, and then we just kind of built everything around it. Yeah.
Are there any other Swedish artists that maybe you would like to collaborate with? I think it's a little less frequently done in Sweden, which I think baffles a lot of the fans who want to see people team up, but maybe somebody like Ace Wilder, and she can bring the kind of dirtier, grungier feel, and you can be like the high fashion.
Yeah.
Like, a big epic pop mashup? Because I think that would.
Yeah, I would definitely do like collaboration with Ace. Definitely.
That would be amazing. So a lot of folks in the Swedish pop industry branch out into other forms of entertainment media, such as voiceover work, TV presenting, musicals, etc. Do you have any interest in doing anything like that, like besides, in addition to singing?
Yeah, I think I would love to do something like that. You said like voices of like a Disney movie or something like that. Yeah,
like Princess Disney.
Yeah. I think that would be very, very much fun to do that. So I would definitely like to do that.
And then for the international fans who are clamoring for you to come to whichever country they're in, what advice would you give them as to how to best get you out there? Like, what is...
Well, they have to find a promoter in their town and just tell the promoter to book me. Do it.
Because a lot of fans will have been writing online that they want you to come to this country or this city and that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them don't know what the best way is to help get you there, because they're perfectly ready and willing to buy the ticket. So.
Yeah, and I am more than willing to come. So, but I can't just buy my ticket and go there and like, hey, I'm here.
That's a good viral marketing.
Yeah.
Just like show up and just if you tweet or Instagram say like I'll be at this like main center square place or something like that.
Yeah, can somebody bring microphone and some speakers and I can have a show?
Because I don't know if you saw this, but when Jessie J was getting her start, she went into New York and she went down into one of the subway stations and she just started singing. And of course she's Jessie J, but nobody knew her at the time. So you could do something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'm giving you ideas.
Yeah. Now you're planning ideas in my head.
Well, that's good that you're planning on coming back to Melodifestivalen. So when will we know whether or not you're back this year or another year? Or
I think it's at the end of November that they announce it officially. But I get to know it earlier, but I can't say.
I would hope so, otherwise you don't know to show up to the press conference.
Really?
Okay, well I think that's about it for questions. Is there anything you'd like to say to all of the new fans that you've gained over this last year?
Well, I would just love to say that I am so happy that you find me on Instagram and on Facebook and everything, and all of the comments that you write. I am so happy. There's so much love. And thank you so much. Hi, I'm Dinah Nah, and you're watching MuseLed.com.